we live yet? see if we're going to do the homecoming point stuff.
Colin's up here tonight, or he's down on the field again?
He's on the field. Worked last week, huh? Yeah.
Cam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm not ready. Here, hold on here. And here we go, gentlemen. Steve, you ready? Steve, we good? Danny, you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Cougar Stadium for the KLOC Sports TV Game of the Week. Today's game brought to you by Tarver Ford, Lake Charles Toyota, Stein Home Improvement, also Landscape Management, Big Daddies and Bentley's, Country Club, Auto Repair Collision. Richard Dow alongside Ken Artigo with the St. Louis Catholic Saints. Another Thursday night affair. We had one here a couple of weeks ago against Barb, and here again tonight after a big win last week over a 5A team in Pineville. A lot of excitement, but again, a very tough competitor with the South Beauregard here tonight at 5-0.
Well, Richard, this is the one you've been looking forward to. District opener, and it happens to be number 1 in 3A South Beauregard.
As the Saints with a victory up in Longville last year against this South Bow squad. Dwight Hudler now in his fourth year now with the South Beauregard Knights. Done very well with the program, 21-7 in his coaching career, and has done a good job of building this program up.
He sure has, and that's led by his senior running back, Shea Holland, who was injured last week. He has an ankle sprain. But number 28, Matthew Ulick, stepped in and rushed for over 300 yards against Vinton in his place.
Coin toss out there, the 1965 championship St. Louis Catholic Saint team out there helping with the coin flip, and it looks like South Bow will get ready to receive. We'll get ready for what should be a great game as the St. Louis Catholic Saints at 2-3 take on the 5-0 South Beauregard Knights. That game and more is your KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Arena, the lumber business. Since then, JW has entrusted his 6 sons to carry out his dream of helping people build their dreams. From a single store, Stein has grown into Louisiana's largest home improvement center, combining innovation, selection, and service. All of this keeps us focused on the dream. Good thing, because we never know when old JW will drop by to check in on us. After World War II, veteran bomber pilot J.W. Stein retired.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our 2 stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
My name is Dylan Berlin here at Bentley's Collision. I'm a St. Louis alumni. I was running back in 2011. I want to invite my whole St. Louis family down here to see us. Fixing cars is what we do, but keeping you on the road and keeping your family safe is what we care about. Here at Bentley's, we do it all. The only thing we do not do is put gas in your car.
At Bentley's Auto Collision and Storage, you'll find highly skilled and certified technicians that will take care of all your under-the-hood problems. And Bentley's honors extended warranties. Damages disappear when Bentley's trained collision specialists professionally repair, replace, and paint your damaged car. Bentley's is on the preferred list of repair shops for 7 major insurance companies, and their work is guaranteed. Call 474-0304 or stop by Bentley's, 2115 Country Club Road.
Do it yourself with help and have a professionally landscaped yard now. Landscape Management helps you create a beautiful outdoor area by drafting a custom landscape plan designed just for you. Simply purchase materials from their huge selection of top quality plants, trees, mulch, and stone at great prices. They will draw the bed lines and place the plants for you to ensure that your installation will look beautiful. Everything you'll need for a professionally landscaped yard, done by you with a little help from Landscape Management.
Welcome to Big Daddy's. Have a seat anywhere.
Big Daddy's opens at 6 a.m. and serves home-style breakfast until 10 a.m. A daily plate lunch is offered, along with a full lunch and dinner menu, including the famous Big Daddy's hamburger. Big Daddy's also has po' boys, salads, seafood, steaks, frozen drinks, and much more. So stop in today at Big Daddy's Sports Grill, 1737 West Sale Road, in the Athletes Corner Plaza.
KLOC TV and Media provides video services, including transfers, CD and DVD replication or duplication, CD and DVD printing and packaging, custom editing, and DVD authoring. Call 474-3300 with your video needs. KLOC TV and Media, your one-stop marketing solution. Bet you they moved that sign so it could be seen better on TV. Not hidden behind the bench. KLOC TV presents the Game of the Week. St. Louis Catholic Saints taking on South Beauregard. The Knights coming in at 5-0. Richard Dow alongside Ken Artigo here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Tarver Ford. Give us a chance to earn your business. By Lake Charles Toyota, where we know you by name. Today's game sponsor against Stein Home Improvement. Everything for your home and yard. Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Landscape Management. For landscape, irrigation, and lawn service, call Landscape Management. And our replay sponsor today, Big Daddy's Sports Bar and Grill. St. Louis Catholic won the toss. We'll kick off. And we will see an explosive South Beauregard offense right away. 5-0 coming into tonight's game. 4 of those wins over 4A opponents. DeRitter, Leesville, Franklin Parish. Some of those did have a big win over Vinton last year. Michael Mack has it teed up, and we are about ready to get underway here at Cougar Stadium. The kickoff, it's into the end zone. The kickoff brought to you by Bentley's Country Club and Auto Repair and Collision. Everything you need to get your car on the road. Ken, we're underway, and basically a very good offense against what has been a very good St. Louis defense tonight.
Yeah, the defense looked great last week against Pineville. And, they play tough against these bigger schools.
Shea Holland is the running back I've mentioned. He did sit out last week. Been averaging over about 300 yards per game. They brought in the Oleg kid that had 300 yards to junior, so they've got a couple of threats there in the backfield. In fact, it looks like Oleg will get the start here tonight. Big tight end in motion. That is Oleg with the carry. He fumbles the ball in the first possession. A lot of orange shorts on it, and the Saints say they have it.
Yeah, it looked like Purple made the initial contact. Ball came out, and Saints are going to get it in good field position. Great way to start off the game, Richard.
Saints have been great at capitalizing on turnover situations, especially in the opponent's end, and they will get the ball at about the 23.5-yard line. So we will see Bailey Hardy back out at quarterback. Bailey taking over for the injured Fontenot. Cam Fontenot got injured during practice. Saw Bailey with a very solid game last week, over 151 yards. But his first play is a handoff to Colby Rodriguez.
Yeah, Colby bounced it out for about 4 or 5 yards.
Rodriguez, the bulk of the offense. John Michael Collins down there and company just kind of helping the sophomore stay poised. Now, I thought he was poised. 3 touchdowns last week and actually doing a great job of improvisation in plays that got broke up.
He did. He did a great job. He fumbled the first snap last week, picked it up, and made positive yards out of it.
Tyler Washington, the receiver to the top. Kramer down below at the bottom of your screen on the second down and 5 play. Pitch left side. Rodriguez again picking his way across the 20 and is pushed ahead to about the 16-yard line. It'll be short of a first down by a couple of yards, but another positive game for the Saints.
Tried to cut it back. I thought he had a little room on the outside. He stopped and tried to make the cut back and fell forward. It'll be third and about 1.5, maybe 2.
So at the 16, obviously the Saints also in pretty good position here for a potential field goal as well. South Beauregard actually playing a 3-3 stack defense. I haven't seen a whole lot of that this year. And under center for this third down play. Handoff. Sallier and Rodriguez kind of went to the same spot, and Rodriguez had nowhere to go.
Well, blitz came off the corner. Nobody picked him up and just broke up the play in the backfield. Looks like Mack will be coming out for the field goal attempt.
This will be about a 37-yard attempt. Just a little off center from the left hash mark. For Mack, little breeze coming in out of the south tonight.
Yeah, it's awful humid up here in the box. I'm not sure how it is on the field.
Kick is up, has the distance, has more than the distance, and it's good. The Landscape Management scoreboard. The Saints capitalize on an early South Beauregard turnover and lead 3-0. You're watching St. Louis Catholic Saint football on the KLOC Sports Broadcast.
Turned to his Louisiana home and entered another fierce arena, the lumber business. Since then, JW has entrusted his 6 sons to carry out his dream of helping people build their dreams. From a single store, Stein has grown into Louisiana's largest home improvement center, combining innovation, selection, and service. All of this keeps us focused on the dream. Good thing, because we never know when old JW will drop by to check in on us.
Michael Mack getting ready to kick off again on the Bentley's Country Club Auto Repair and Collision kickoff. Pooched the first one deep into the end zone, and one play into the offense, a fumble by the running back Olick. Right here now, this is Jansen Fontenot, the junior, deep, standing at about his own 1 yard line. Homecoming of sorts. It is homecoming. Tommy Johns, former St. Louis Catholic coach, makes a visit on a Thursday night. He is off. His Iowa Yellow Jackets now in action tomorrow. Going to be hosting the Westlake. The Rams come. Should be a very interesting District 4-3A. We'll talk a little bit about that. The Bentley's collision kickoff deep into the end zone. Saints lead this game 3-0. This game has a lot of implications. Ken Artigo is right now the way the Saints have played defense and finding some offense last week. You get the idea that there's at least 3 teams that could go to the playoffs out of District 4-3A this year. Iowa's played very well. Of course, South Beauregard comes in 5-0, beating some 4A teams. So you get the idea this could be an interesting district.
And, of course, St. Louis will be in the playoffs in the select division as well. So
Jennings can put up a lot of points. They can also give up a lot as well. Gunter, the quarterback, the handoff, and quickly down is Olick to the 30-yard line. That's a quick pickup of about 9. They gave him 9 on the play.
Yeah, had a big hole and just fell forward for 9, stumbled as he came through the line of scrimmage.
The junior Hayden Gunter. So not only is this South Beauregard team potent, but they, other than their senior running back, who we have not seen yet, we were wondering about Shea Holland, who did get injured with a lower extremity injury. And it has been Olick who got the start last week in the game. This is Gunter rolling to his left. He'll carry himself for a first down. It's actually the first down of the game for South Beauregard. 3-0 Saints on the landscape management scoreboard. 9:13 to play here first quarter.
Yeah, and Holland's coming into the game for South Bow.
Get out to about the 32-yard line. Out comes Olick. Got to be sweet for the head coach of the South Beauregard Knights, Dwight Hudler, longtime assistant at Westlake. Here's a handoff, sweep left side. That's Fontenot, and he'll be wrapped up. Reddick over there to help make the stop on the far side. Got some help with some orange shirts for a loss.
Yeah, Reddick did a good job of stretching out, fighting his block to the outside, just stretching the play out.
Loss of a couple of yards back to 30. It'll be second down and 12. Hudler, again, a local product down at McNeese State. Played an offensive lineman, was a player for the local indoor football team, the Swashbucklers. I-back formation for the first time behind Gunter. This time, this will be Holland with the carry, and Holland will get hit by Johnston. And then, Johnston and Angie, and they're helped bring him down. Lost enough of his footing, and the rest of the Saints brought him down.
Yeah, he got hit right at the line of scrimmage, spun off of it, and fell forward for a couple, and Holland goes off. Looks like he's limping a little bit. So, looks like we're going to see him used sparingly tonight.
Logan Savoy comes into the game. He'll split out on the top, more of a wide open look. More out of the pistol formation now. Man in motion. Big tight end rolls. Here's a handoff. Uh-oh. A lot of room for Olick, but not enough room. A good closing speed. Perkle was over there.
Yeah, Perkle came out of nowhere. Looked like he had plenty of room, and Perkle came up, made the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Olick looks like a good runner, but does not have that breakaway speed that we've seen some of the backs in the 5 and 4A classifications. Calais coming to mind from Cecilia.
That's one thing this defense has seen some good backs so far this year.
So Mack back to receive a line drive punt. Didn't see if anybody got a finger on it, but
looked like Connor Contreras came right up the middle, was awful close, and Zach Richard was back there as well. So let's keep an eye on that tonight. You know, the Saints special teams blocking kicks has been awful good this year.
Parkle with 4. We saw Charlie kind of get into the game quite a bit last week as well. But here's good news for the Saints. Held them to only 1 first down and take over on their own 35-yard line, 7:27 on the Landscape Management scoreboard, 3-0 Saints. Washington splits up high. They're going to split Rodriguez out to the right side as well. That's Salyer. And who else is in the backfield back there with Hardy? That's Williams. Rodriguez, and Rodriguez went nowhere. There's a bunch of white shirts right there waiting to wrap him up. Yep, you're right. Williams, who we've seen quite a bit the last couple of weeks in there. Tackled by Devin Hebert, the big senior in the offensive line, just able to kind of take his own way.
South Beauregard's done a good job. We've tried to get to the outside twice, and they've bottled it up pretty well.
Loss on the play. Rodriguez getting close to some pretty good count, but a 10th all-time in rushing. But just 104, actually, I'm sorry, 7th all-time in rushing. Trying to catch Aaron Viney. The 140 positive yards. Deep pass intended for Washington. Washington watches it over his head. Nice coverage right there was Colton Fowler running for step. Actually, Fowler had a better chance of the ball, and Rodriguez almost had to, Washington almost had to turn into defensive back there.
Yeah, it was a little outside. The ball would have been out of bounds.
Now, we was more on broken coverages, getting Washington or Kramer up the field. We have not seen a pass to Crawford. That tight end up the seam seemed to work well a couple of times. And we see Crawford line up on the right side this time. Rodriguez will split.
Well, only one safety back. Let's see if they go to that.
Fakes the handoff. Now Salyer gets it, but Salyer wrapped up in a hurry and thrown back at about the original line. Actually, this line of scrimmage. That's Fossum, Coulter Fossum, big 58. He's had himself a very good defensive series, and Michael Mack will be back on special teams for the punt.
Yeah, so far that 3-3 stack has been working pretty good for South Beauregard.
Jansen Fontenot awaiting the return. Nice spiral punt. Won't be able to really return it. Well, better get out of the way, shouldn't they? And now tried to pick it up, and Fontenot lost it. Made the bad decision on special teams, and St. Louis Catholic will pick up the second turnover in less than 6 minutes.
Yeah, Fontenot was going to try to grab it on the run, and he would have had room. Ball bounced funny. He reached back with his hand, got a hand on it, and Saints are right there.
I think he saw the numbers. He had 4 Saints behind him. He thought, you know what, I only got 7 guys down run if I can make the handle on this. But it kind of kicked funny to his left when he tried to pick it up.
And he tried to reach out and make a play instead of just pulling his hand back, letting it bounce. And it works to the Saints' favor.
So the Saints with another offensive opportunity under 6 minutes. No water break. It's finally October. Here's Hardy. Hardy finds the pass. It's out of the reach of Belair. Now, Belair had kind of done a little stutter step. Looked like he was going to come back, and his defensive back actually ended up behind him and had the opportunity. Hardy just led him a little bit too much.
They had good coverage.
Opportunity for Parker Belair. Hardy, you don't want the youngster to get too frustrated. You'd like to see him get a completed pass here. And has been 0 for 2. Now the pass this time. Washington gets a slant pattern, gets rocked at the same time, but makes the grab of the 13. That'll be close to another St. Louis first down.
Yeah, same play to this side to Washington this time. Washington got the inside position, and Bailey Hardy put it right on the money.
They will move the chains. St. Louis Catholic, 5:45 on the Landscape Management scoreboard, gets the first down, their first of the night. The ball in the left hash. They can get a first down before scoring a touchdown, but inside the red zone for the second time. You may see them get away from the run a little bit tonight with that 3-3 stack.
Yeah.
Hard count by Hardy. And defense on the left side made contact. That'll be the first penalty of the game, and it'll go against South Beauregard. So that's 5 free yards, and that'll make the job a little easier offensively.
Yeah, 1st and 5 from, looks like right at the 8. Hey, 7.5.
Breeze has kind of picked up a little bit here out of the south. The flags on the south goalpost are picking up a bit. The flag on that south end really hasn't moved much, but high back formation here. Handoff Rodriguez. Goes over right side. Has a hole. 5. Touchdown for Colby Rodriguez.
Well, I tell you what, Gabe McGill pulled from his left side and led the way up the hole. Did a great job just clearing it out for Rodriguez. Great play by the Saints.
So St. Louis Catholic with 5:09 on the Landscape Management scoreboard have taken a 9-0 lead, and a Mac field goal would go huge here. 13-yard touchdown by Colby Rodriguez. The snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:09 to play. First quarter. Saints have capitalized on 2 South Beauregard mishaps and lead 10-0 over the night. You're watching St. Louis Catholic Saint football on this KLOC Sports TV broadcast.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our 2 stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford. Hi.
Today's replay sponsor, Big Daddy's Sports Bar and Grill, your local sports grill with the best burger in town. There's a nice replay right there of Colby Rodriguez getting another touchdown, and with that, he moves up in the scoring ranks to number 6th all time on the St. Louis Catholic list. Making some good company up there. Went from 10th to 6th with just 1 touchdown. A whole lot of folks there in the mid-60s. Here is the Bentley's collision kickoff, and that will collide out of the back of the end zone and be brought back out to the 20. 3 kickoffs for Michael Mack, all kicked deep, and if you're a Saints fan, you get a little confident about the way this defense has played here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Only giving up 1 first down and forced 2 turnovers.
Turnovers were kind of the key last week as well for St. Louis to be able to jump on Pineville. But it's not just the turnovers. They have found themselves a little offensive rhythm here. Now see if the defense can keep it up with Gunter under center. A handoff, and Charlie, is that who it was?
That was Brookhouse.
No, that was Brookhouse. Get my 25s and 26s. And hello, Mr. Olick, to Mr. Brookhouse, because there is your Bentley's collision of the game. He wrecks him big time before he even gets the handoff there.
Brookhouse jumped that count and was in the backfield before the ball was handed off.
Olick is calling him Brickhouse right now because that's what he feels like he ran into. But nice play and a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass Gunter. Looks, getting chased out of the pocket and brought down after a slight gain. But Saints do a good job of containing the pocket.
Yeah, Charlie had a hand on him in the backfield. Broke up the pass and scrambled forward for about 3.
Whittington finally able to track him down, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. 4:15 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Landscape Management for landscape irrigation lawn service. Call Landscape Management. 10-0 Saints with 4:05 to play first quarter. Receivers split. Tight end in motion to the left. Gunter will roll that way, getting chased and getting brought down for a sack. Who got to him first?
I think it was Charlie got to him first.
It was Charlie, and then
Brookhouse and Reddick were both there.
Yep.
Whole host of Saints.
You only can give a half a sack, and that was 3 people. Can you give a third of a sack? I don't know. I have to give it originally, though, like you mentioned, to Charlie, because he's the one that kind of kept through there and got in Gunter's face.
It was either Charlie or Brookhouse, and once again, the 25 and 26 look very similar on those orange jerseys.
And they're similar-sized athletes as well. On 4th down. Perkle almost got there, and he didn't realize it. The punt will be left alone by Mack and be taken over in St. Louis Catholic, in South Beauregard territory at about the 48-yard line. So once again, great field position. St. Louis Catholic has not started behind their own 35 tonight.
No, let's see what we do here. Looked like we were going to pass a lot this last. See if we can soften up that run defense a little bit and get some room for Rodriguez.
Well, clock management also becomes a part when you're ahead 10-0. And this is a South Beauregard team that has shown a propensity to be able to strike and strike quickly at the end of games. Hardy fakes a roll out one way. Has Crawford wide open at the 35, the 30, inside the 30 for another St. Louis Catholic first down.
Yeah, great job. Hardy rolled out, faked the handoff to Rodriguez and rolled out to his left, turned his body and threw across to Crawford.
To the 28-yard line, and Crawford a big part of the offense last week. I like going to that tight end. That's one of my favorite plays. Parker Belair will split out to the top of the screen. That's Washington at the bottom. Salyer and Rodriguez will join Hardy on the hard count.
And we're going to get a offsides.
Somebody poked his helmet over the neutral zone. Devin Ivory. Apologize. The rosters they gave us are very dark. We had to turn on the lights. Time to cut. Somebody's going to have to change the toner in their printer when it's all said and done after this one. So another 5-yard penalty for South Beauregard, the second of the night. St. Louis Catholic on 1st and 5. Rodriguez gets around the right side. He's got some running room. Nice block by Belair. It allows him to cut up inside the 15. He went inside Belair, who had good position on the defensive back.
Yeah, and the nose guard, Foster, was in the backfield when he missed. The right side of the line had him sealed off, gave Rodriguez room, and that picks up a first down for the Saints.
To the 14-yard line. That's another St. Louis Catholic first down.
Once again, red zone, and the Saints can pick up another first down.
Clock continues to wind down here. 2:22 in landscape management scoreboard. Washington up top. That's Parker Belair down below. Pitch left side. This is Rodriguez. Broke 2 tackles, breaks 3. And a little help from his friends and the South Beauregard Knights is pushed ahead to about the 6-yard line.
I like that play. Tosses it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets a good head of steam going. Hits the hole quick, and then he makes the spin move and gets it down to the 6.
Saints can still get the first down. And I like the fact they're taking up some time off that clock as well. Again, South Beauregard had to come from behind in a couple of their games against Leesville, forced out into overtime. So it's a team that takes advantage of tiring players late in the game. So don't count them out. Just take the points when they give them to you. And they've already handed us the ball a couple of times. But this has been a great drive. This is Rodriguez to the 4.
Yeah, he's going to be close to first down. They're going to mark him at the 5.
That's a bad spot. That's a bad spot. That's all right. They'll put it at the 5. It'll be 3rd down. Rodriguez was a good step inside that 5-yard line.
I thought so, too. I thought that was going to easily pick up the first.
Lisa would have been good for a measurement and give you some time to think about what you wanted on a short yardage. So the Knights are already stacked the box. Are here. Here's Hardy. Hardy, I don't know if he got it. It's going to be close. Somebody looked like the ball potentially came loose. Yeah, nope, Hardy got just pushed back. Never mind.
It's going to be close, Richard. The linesman on the left is spotting it just outside the 4.
They're going to have to measure, huh?
Yeah, they're going to measure this.
What do you do on a potential 4th down situation? I mean, you take the free points. That's a short distance.
And you're on the left hash mark, so it creates an
angle issue.
Bad angle.
Yeah. 29 seconds on the landscape management scoreboard. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Prime Cuttery, your specialty meat stop. Great po' boys, boudin, and a great butcher. See Prime Cuttery.
We're going to be short by about a foot.
I can tell you don't fish. Might be a little shorter than a foot. Got some decision-making time for Coach Cryer and the Saints coaches here. My guess is you just go for it. I mean,
yeah. Offense is on the field.
Run that same similar. Have a body in there. I wouldn't necessarily hand it off to anybody and allow penetration. You just try to get the push forward and let Hardy, who's not necessarily a big quarterback, but he can be slippery, maybe slide in between the guard and center.
Well, Hardy under center tonight is Nick Sullivan. He's in the place of Peyton Hubal, who injured his knee last week. So it's a new center in the game for St. Louis.
So the Saints will go for it with 29 seconds left in the quarter and already a 10-0 lead. Hardy steps up to the line. He will fake the handoff. Has a man wide open. That's Salyer. Has a first down, but just misses the touchdown marker. I think Salyer's eyes got a little big there. I think he did the right thing. Make sure to make the catch. He did not want to look upfield before making that catch, so give the freshman kudos for getting the first down.
Yeah, he turned Trevor Landry, the free safety, came blowing up the field and was able to get to him before he got in the end zone. But first and goal from the 1.
Well, everybody, including me, thought it was going to go right up the middle and a little bootleg action. Misdirection, and the quarter will come to an end. It's been St. Louis Catholic taking advantage of 2 South Beauregard Knights turnovers here in the first quarter. And on the Landscape Management scoreboard, lead 10-0. To the second quarter we go. You're watching St. Louis Catholic Saint football on the KLOC Sports TV Game of the Week.
My name is Dylan Berlin here at Bentley's Collision. I'm a St. Louis alumni. I was a running back in 2011. I want to invite my whole St. Louis family down here to see us. Fixing cars is what we do, but keeping you on the road and keeping your family safe is what we care about. Here at Bentley's, we do it all. The only thing we do not do is put gas in your car.
At Bentley's Auto Collision and Storage, you'll find highly skilled and certified technicians that will take care of all your under-the-hood problems. And Bentley's honors extended warranties. Damages disappear when Bentley's trained collision specialists professionally repair, replace, and paint your damaged car. Bentley's is on the preferred list of repair shops for 7 major insurance companies, and their work is guaranteed. Call 474-0304 or stop by Bentley's, 2115 Country Club Road.
KLOC TV Game of the Week brought to you by Tyver Ford. Give us a chance to earn your business. St. Louis Catholic trying to earn a touchdown here. Very nice drive that started around their own 48-yard line. And it has been a good mixture of balanced run and pass. Richard Dow alongside Ken Artigo as we get ready to start second quarter action. Hadn't talked about it much, but if it looks like the game is held up, it's not necessarily the officials. Tonight's game on a Thursday got picked up by Cox Sports TV. My buddy Len Rollins down in a closet on the second floor.
Yeah, New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
This is Bailey Hardy under center on this first down and goal play. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to cut it up. Did he get the ball over? He does for his second down. 2-yard touchdown run. Colby Rodriguez and the St. Louis Catholic Saints drive 48 yards for another touchdown. That's the second of the night for Rodriguez. And Michael Mack will attempt the point after. 7 seconds into your second quarter. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:53 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. St. Louis Catholic 17, South Bow zip. You're watching the KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Do it yourself with help and have a professionally landscaped yard now. Landscape Management helps you create a beautiful outdoor area by drafting a custom landscape plan designed just for you. Simply purchase materials from their huge selection of top quality plants, trees, mulch, and stone at great prices. They will draw the bed lines and place the plants for you to ensure that your installation will look beautiful. Everything you'll need for a professionally landscaped yard, done by you with a little help from Landscape Management.
Michael Mack tees it up for the Bentley's Country Club Auto Repair Collision Kickoff. Everything you need to get your car on the road. Well, St. Louis Catholic Saints have certainly got on the scoreboard, leading 17-0, just 7 seconds into the second quarter. Richard Dow cannot go here. It's homecoming night on a Thursday for St. Louis Catholic. And Michael Mack gets ready to boom. Be returnable. It is from the 1 by Fontenot. Fonda, who's fumbled already tonight on the kickoff, kind of weaves himself in and out to the right-hand side. We do have a penalty flag around the 22-yard line. But my guess is this is backwards.
Yeah, typically picking up, so it will be against the Knights.
Oh my. And back it up, yep, right at the 22.
That's going to be a spot foul. It'll be 10 yards from the 22.
So back it up to the 11 or the 10? The 12, I mean, my bad. That's that Common Core math, my guys, I'm sorry. So back to the 12-yard line, and credit the Saints. I mean, South Bow has not had good field position at all here in the first half. Just a quarter and 15 seconds in, but the Saints defense has been all over Hayden Gunter and the Saints offense. This is a handoff. That's Ulick. Or did they go to the fullback?
No, that's Ulick.
That's Ulick. Yep, Ulick, who fumbled earlier. Now, when he doesn't fumble, he's been good for about 5 yards or so a pop. That one's good for 6. It'll be second down along 4. St. Louis Catholic with a handful of first downs. Unofficially 6 in the first half. And again, we were just about 45 seconds into the second quarter.
Holland back in the game for the Knights.
Man in motion, Fontenot. This will be actually Holland with the handoff. Andrews there. Made some contact. Got a little help from his friends to push Holland back maybe a yard, maybe 2 up to the 20, and that's about it. He'll make third down in a short 2. Actually gave the tackle. I thought I saw 71 in there. Caden Sharp in there helping plug up the hole, and Angie in there. Bring him down as well. He is a load to try to bring down. Third down and 2. Fondo in motion. Oh, that'll be a first down as they just handed it right back up the middle to about the 24. Holland got the carry. It'll be first down and 10. South Bow, just their second first down of the game.
Yeah, Holland's going to come back off. You know, to me, it looks like when he jogs and he runs, he seems fine. It's when he walks, he's got a noticeable limp.
Well, adrenaline can do a lot of things for you. That's why so many sports are a game-time decision. This is Fontenot with the sweep, and Johnston says, not in my house. Mike Johnston with the tackle, and brought down for a loss back to about the 23. It just seems that South Bow has bopped off a couple of good plays, but that Saint defense finds a way to bend but not break.
Yeah, we'll give up a couple, and then in a big play like what we just saw from Johnston.
Fondo split to the top of the screen. I think our big man again.
Yeah.
As well as Brookhouse.
Who held him up, and then Connor Contreras came in and sealed him off. So third and long again for the Knights.
It'll be third and about 8. Maybe 7. Long 7. 9:15 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Thursday night football and an opportunity to get on TV. Couple of different ways tonight. Man in motion. They will pass this time. Looking up the C, and the ball's knocked down to the line of scrimmage. I know that Charlie got in there.
We're going to have a flag thrown in from way in the back.
I think that ball was uncatchable, wasn't it? I think that's, well, do we have an interference of some sort in the backfield?
If we do, it was extremely late. It was after the play, after the whistle had been blown.
Now they're going to discuss it when it came. If he was being held before the pass, I can understand. But if the hit came as the ball was tipped, well, they're going to hold the ball. Dead ball foul. Personal foul on South Beauregard. I missed what happened.
Well, I mean, when I looked up and saw the flag, Connor Contreras was on the ground, so it must have been some activity after the play with Contreras was covering the wide receiver.
Penalty starting to South Bow. That's 4 penalties.
And down, Richard, that was after the play. I don't know if the coaching South Bow realizes that they don't have the punt.
Punter is on over to ask. Yeah. It's exactly on the landscape management scoreboard. All St. Louis. St. Louis 17, South Bow nothing. You're watching 438 district action here on our KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Welcome to Big Daddy's. Have a seat anywhere.
Big Daddy's opens at 6 a.m. and serves homestyle breakfast until 10 a.m. A daily plate lunch is offered, along with a full lunch and dinner menu, including the famous Big Daddy's hamburger. Big Daddy's also has po' boys, salads, seafood, steaks, frozen drinks, and much more. So stop in today at Big Daddy's Sports Grill, 1737 West Sale Road, in the Athletes Corner Plaza.
KLOC TV Game of the Week brought to you as always tonight, Lake Charles Toyota, where we know you by name. South Beauregard forced to take the timeout. Dwight Hudler pleading his case as the punt team gets ready to come out. Logan Savoy will be the punter. Michael Mack won't even be in South Beauregard territory. Savoy did not show propensity for a great punt last time. Kind of shanked it to the left. The ball on the right hash this time. Perkle is over here on the right. Watch Perkle, because I really thought Perkle had a chance to really get into Savoy's grill last time.
And Cotrera off the left side's been close a couple times too.
Here comes the punt. Nobody there. It'll be an end over end, and it should take a roll at will to the 50. Michael Mack will pick it up there. Still on his feet to the 45. Gets to the left, inside of the 40. Nice return by Michael Mack. Did not try to make too much happen. Just kind of took what South Beauregard gave him. Got an 11-yard return.
Yeah, a good job of Michael Mack. We usually don't see him return punts. He's back there for his hands. He calls a fair catch a lot. But on these low liners like this, he's almost has to catch it to keep it from rolling long.
Yeah, it was an end-over-end roll, which meant he was going to hit the ground and roll in South Bow's territory. Probably could have got another 20 yards behind him the way he was going. Mack made the right decision and did his good job just to weave to get 11-plus yards. Low snap, but Hardy has it. He'll throw left side, has Washington. Incomplete, but Fontenot didn't even turn around.
Well, I don't know if he made contact with him, though. But he didn't turn and look for the ball.
Fontenot was just right there in the grill of Washington. Washington down in 10. Well, lots of high school football tomorrow. Tonight's game keeping us from watching the Astros.
Let me get a score on that game. Astros were up 2-1
in
the first.
Ahead over Kansas City.
2-0. It's 3-1, and they're in a delay.
All right, here's a pitch left to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with positive yardage inside the 38 to about the 37. And it'll be third down. St. Louis Catholic has definitely owned the time of possession in this game. 8.5 to play on the landscape management scoreboard, and it has been all in South Beauregard territory. Some good kickoffs by Michael Mack. And the good news is St. Louis will also get the ball to start the second half. 3rd and 8. High back formation. Hardy under center, fakes the handoff, throws up to Crawford. Nice jump by Crawford. He came down with it to the side end. His second catch of the night. That'll be a St. Louis Catholic first down.
Well, you mentioned that earlier in the game, and with the defense that they're running, they only have the single free safety. Got to go against one of the linebackers, and Crawford's going to have the size advantage over the linebackers as Crawford goes about 6'3", 6'4".
It has not necessarily been an easy 5 weeks. Now, last week was fun. Just with the talent that St. Louis has played in the upper divisions, it has not been easy. Not the district's going to be easy, but St. Louis has definitely taken it to South Bow today. Here is Rodriguez across the 25, about another 4 or 5 yard carry for Rodriguez, and they meticulously work their way downfield.
Yeah, South Beauregard's not giving up the big play with the big hole, but the offensive line is making the hole, letting Rodriguez pick up 3 or 4 when he cuts it up inside. And you keep doing that, you'll keep marching the ball down the field.
Okay, Rodriguez 4 on the play. St. Louis 17, South Bow nothing. Find out a little bit about Jennings tomorrow night. They go to Iota. Jennings has played a tough schedule, but Jennings has given up over 100 points and scored over 100 points over the last 2 weeks. We have a dead ball timeout. St. Louis didn't see something they liked. They'll take the out, so will we. 6:52 Landscape Management scoreboard. St. Louis game of the week.
CD and D replication and packaging 74-3300 with your video needs. KLOC TV and Media, your one-stop marketing solution.
After World War II, veteran bomber pilot J.W. Stein returned to his Louisiana home and entered another fierce arena, the lumber business. Since then, J.W. has entrusted his 6 sons to carry out his dream of helping people build their dreams. From a single store, Stein has grown into Louisiana's largest home improvement center, combining innovation, selection, and service. All of this keeps us focused on the dream. Good thing, because we never know when old JW will drop by to check in on us.
Today's game brought to you by Stein Home Improvement. Everything for your home and your yard. Getting to be that time of year. I mowed my grass yesterday and don't have to do it every week these days. Grass is still great. Like that. Stein Home Improvement. St. Louis Catholic looking for some improvement here on the 2nd down and 6. It was in the wheelhouse. He took it from behind. Nice breakup by the South Beauregard defense. I know that's when Kramer will go home wishing he could get back.
Well, no, I mean, Fowler got there right as the ball got there. It looks like he got his arm around, too. Maybe hit the ball with his hand and just knocked it loose.
3rd down and 6. We were discussing the social media world. You said the students have a Twitter account now, huh?
Yeah, it's
St. Louis Catholic students tweeting during the game. High back formation.
It's the Krychek Crazies is their name.
The Krychek Crazies. 3rd down and 6. Rodriguez will get drugged down with one hand. Great defensive play. Rodriguez has been able to break out of some of that, but not this time by Nick Puzon.
So let's see what we're going to do here.
This is a long field goal, but not impossible for Michael Mack, and he will come out with a hold by Perkle. It will put this back officially. It'll be a 44-yard field goal. 44 yards on this attempt by Michael Mack. The snap, the kick, it's long enough, it's good. Michael Mack didn't necessarily drill it the way you like to see a kicker drill it. It kind of knuckleballed its way through the goalpost, and more importantly, Ken, that was into a little bit of a breeze here tonight.
Yeah, into that little south breeze. He just got it inside the left upright. And the Saints continue to stretch that lead.
44-yard field goal, and it comes with 6:03 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Thought maybe we'd have a little Mark Young showing tonight with a Thursday night game, but he did not show. Saints now lead 20-0. And we start district tonight. We talked about Jennings at Iota tomorrow night. And also Westlake is heading over to Iowa. That should be an interesting contest as well. Very tough district for District 4-3A. And their non-district schedule really set the Saints up well for the competition they're going to see. Iowa with a win over Leesville last week. This South Beauregard team beat DeRidder, beat Leesville, beat Franklin Parish, beat Vinton last week. And right now, the Saints have them blanked 20-0. And the ball has not been on the Saints side of the field. Michael Mack on this Bentley's Country Club Auto and Repair Collision kickoff. And this is taken at the 1-yard line and then in and out of the hands of I just won't return this one either. It was over his head. He was trying to make a spectacular catch, but it actually slowed down his momentum, and he really could not go forward. Probably better that he let that kind of go into the end zone. So we'll start again at the 20-yard line. St. Louis Catholic has been very good defensively all season. Very good here in the first 1.5 quarters. Still 6:03 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Saints lead 20-0.
Holland back out to start this series.
Holland with the carry. Cuts it outside, trying to get him out on the edge. Perkle will finally lower the shoulder and push him out. And bad ankle or not, tell you what, Holland showed that ankle might be warming up a little bit.
Yeah, let him get to the corner. And the DBs had to run him out. Looked like Richard and Perkle were there.
Well, Richard, I think Richard maybe had thought that he was a little slower. Holland kind of kicked on the afterburners. They'll give him the first down right on the line. Third first down of the night for South Beauregard, so to the 30. I tell you what, where the ball was marked, should have been pretty easy call to make it a first down. You start at the 20, the ball's sitting on the 30, it's a first down.
Well, we've had that chain issue.
Yeah, we have had the chain issue.
Looks like it's right now.
This is Holland again. Oh, how did he get through the middle? Finally, a knee tackle by Perkle.
Perkle cut him down.
Perkle leading the team in tackles. Johnston and Brookhouse right behind him. 47, I think, Perkle came in tonight. And that'll be down in one. Put on a little bit of pressure now.
Yeah.
Yep, the whole right side of the South Beauregard line decided to leave a half of Cadence early.
Well, South Bow doing something a little different this time. 2 tight ends, 2 wings, and just giving it to Holland. Saints need to figure out a way to stop him. They can't let Holland get rolling.
That last play, it almost, the play before the penalty, it almost looked like Holland was surprised that he had as much open room as he did before Perkle knocked him down. Back him up 5, 2nd down and 6. Takes the handoff, rolls to his right. The throw caught and finally brought down. He is a load there in DJ Hardwick.
That is a big tight end. He's bigger than most linemen.
Cotrera finally able to push him out, but not until South Bow picks up their second first down of the drive to the 44-yard line. 5-12 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. 20-0 if you just joined us via the internet or our replay show every Wednesday night here on Sunlink Cable. Man in motion, Fontenot got the handoff and some blocking. He'll bowl ahead to the 50-yard line. Michael Mack with the tackle. And for the first time tonight, South Bow is in St. Louis territory at the 49-yard line, putting together a pretty impressive little drive.
Yeah, they're doing it. Tightening up the box and just running it up the gut, with the exception of the pass out to the tight end.
I think this is what South Bow likes to do, like to pound you. This will be pounding by Holland. Be close to a first down. I think he's going to get a favorable mark as he just followed his center and his guard up the middle. That may be a little short. Yeah, it is. Well, who knows? We're at that weird spot of the field. The ball is shy of the 44. The marker is just over the 44 on the other side. 3rd down and 1. My guess is we're going to get a whole lot of Holland. Here it is again. Holland takes 2 or 3 Saints and pushes them forward.
Yeah, Holland's just putting his head down and just falling forward through the line of scrimmage.
I like his running style. Reminds me a little bit of Rock Berlin when he was here. Just kind of put that head down and follow your blockers in, and you average 3 yards a carry. Guess what? For 4 carries, that's a first down.
Tight formation once again.
Yeah, they are just lining them tight and letting the halfback follow. Not much room to get there. It looks like Perkle and company Brookhouse in there kind of held them up. And then Johnson able to kind of wrap up from behind. Still gained 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Just this drive started with 6:09 to play. They're coming upon a 3-minute drive, and they really don't huddle up much. They just kind of get back to the line. Here's Holland again. Holland's got a lot of room. Seems like he's making it past the line of scrimmage, and there's just nobody there.
Well, Richard, you really don't need to huddle up when you're running that. It's just Holland double tight and just give the ball to Holland.
To the 31-yard line, another Southbow first down. That is for this drive. And the drive that's now taken over 3 minutes. And this is unfortunately the type of offense that can wear you down.
Yeah, it keeps the defense on the field for a long time.
It'd be that much more important for Hardy and company to come out and get a drive of their own. Oh, handoff, and it's going to be picked up by Angie and the St. Louis Catholic Saints. Gunter turned around, and Holland and he were not on the same page of which side Gunter was going to hand it off on.
You know, if we hadn't given away the collision of the game earlier, that might have been
That might be the Bentley's collision of the game.
Because they smacked face mask to face mask, and the ball came out.
That replay courtesy of Big Daddy's Sports Bar and Grill, your local sports grill with the best burger in town, Mr. Angie. Says, I got it, boys. Let's start going the other way now with 2:44 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. St. Louis Catholic leading 20-0. Have taken advantage of the previous 2 turnovers. Now Hardy and company going to try to punch it in again, starting at really their deepest tonight at the 32-yard line. Salyer sprinting to his right and got hauled down from behind. I'll tell you what, you can't afford to slow down against the South Beauregard team. John Brown got a big paw on him and able to just wrestle him to the ground.
Yeah, Salyer trying to get to the corner. The linebackers for South Bow are much like the St. Louis linebackers. They have a lot of speed, so you, like I say, if you hesitate a second trying to get to that corner, they're going to catch up to you.
Second down 11. Saints are in no hurry here. 2:09. You've got the lead. There's no sense to rush and turn the ball over deep in your own territory. A little bit of a misdirection there with Colby Rodriguez and Hardy. And did not result in a fumble, but will result in a loss of another yard. It'll be a 3rd down and 12.
Well, it looks like they were calling the draw. I think Rodriguez thought he was going to drop straight back, and Hardy was trying to do a little rollout to the left and was going to hand it off coming back to the right side, and they just kind of bumped into each other.
Southbow has 2 timeouts. I'm kind of surprised they didn't call one here. Under 90 seconds on the Landscape Management scoreboard. They will get the ball back down to 5 on the play clock. Hardy looks up and sees it. Snap, pitch left, Rodriguez. They'll keep the ball on the ground. Rodriguez across the 30 to the 35, and did he get out of bounds?
He sure did.
Maybe should have tried to stay in bounds with 1:10 on the clock. If you're not going to get the first down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of that if you're trying to eat the clock.
I don't think they were. I mean, that was one of those plays they weren't going to take the chance and throw the pass and make it incomplete and stop the clock. Right. Here's Mack. Back to punt. Fontenot. Back to receive. High looping punt. Saints will back away from it. Takes a slight Saints bounce ahead. And more than anything, takes some time off the clock. 57 seconds on Landscape Management scoreboard. And Southbow is not going to be able to run the type of offense that got him into Saints territory to begin with. They did look impressive that last drive. If you're Dwight Hudler, you got to have an upside to that. But you're still down 20-0 to a pretty good Saints defense.
Yeah, and up to that last drive, Holland had only been in for a few plays. He carried the load the whole that entire series last time, and he's back out there for this series as well.
He might just be one of those gritty players that, you know he's not feeling great. We saw him kind of walk gingerly to the sidelines a couple of times, but sometimes those are the games that you play your best. Gunter will roll out and look to throw. Avoid a couple of tackles. Brookhouse has him in the back and allows the rest of the Saints to come in.
Oh,
And is there a fumble? There may be. Saints say they got it. And they do.
And Gunter's a little slow to get up.
Gunter took a pop. Brookhouse had him from behind. I think Mark Cotrera.
Yeah, Brookhouse had him held up, and the rest of the Saints were taking shots at him. So the Saints will get it back here. 45 seconds. We're in MAC field goal range.
Yep, and with the ball right in the middle of the field.
And 2 timeouts remaining.
So Gunter will be assisted off 4. Count them 4 South Beauregard turnovers. And St. Louis Catholic with an opportunity to poke in something else, and we have a timeout called by South Bow. Their second. We'll take 1-2. Come back with the final 45 seconds. Here is the Saints on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Lead South Bow 20-0 on the KLOC TV Game of the Week.
We're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our 2 stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford. Hi,
it's homecoming here for the St. Louis Catholic Saints with the football and a first down inside South Bow territory again, this time at the 23-yard line. Hardy in the shotgun. Ball in the middle of the field. Hardy will roll to his left. The right-handed quarterback throws and finds the receivers. Is that Crawford? Up the middle, up the seam. At about the 12. That'll stop the clock with 38 seconds. I thought it was a good timeout by South Beauregard, just to kind of regroup the troops, so to speak, on defense. You know, demoralizing as it is to turn the ball over and just make sure everybody's on the same page. Great job by Hardy, though, to find an open Crawford.
You know, Hardy had a lot of room to run, and he had a blocker out in front of him as well if he'd have decided to keep it.
But made the right decision, got the ball downfield. Here's Hardy. Fakes the throw, now being chased. Now makes something happen inside the 10. Saints, will they call timeout? They will. So St. Louis Catholic takes the timeout. They've got 1 left. The ball inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, still with 18 seconds on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Well, if you just joined us, South Beauregard has turned the ball over 4 times tonight. Saints so far have capitalized on 2 of those. A 37-yard field goal by Michael Mack with 9:55 in the first quarter. Made it 3-0. It was then a 13-yard touchdown run by Colby Rodriguez after the other turnover. With 5:09 in the first quarter, 10-0 Saints. The Saints took a punt and started on their own 48-yard line, drove the ball downfield, and got a 2-yard touchdown run by Rodriguez again, just 7 seconds into the second quarter to lead 17-0. And then a Michael Mack line drive field goal with 6:03 in the quarter, made it 20-0. Since then, South Bow has fumbled again, and now the Saints with an opportunity to punch it in on the second down and about 8 play. They can get down to about the 2-yard line, 2.5 without scoring. But the clock more of a issue right now with just 18 seconds. Saints still with 1 timeout left. Hardy will set up the offense. 2 receivers to the right. Rolls to his right. Throws to his right. And nice play defensively intended for Tyler Washington. We have seen Colton Fowler have a great game, both offensively and defensively today. And Fowler with probably his 3rd break up here in the first half.
Yeah, he had Washington in the corner for a second. He just needs to throw that a little higher and let Washington jump for it. As Washington has quite a bit of a height advantage over the cornerbacks.
So 3rd down.
Yeah, that only took 5 seconds off the clock.
At the 9. What do you do here? Playbook basically open, although you're dealing with a short field inside the 10-yard line. Low snap. Got behind Hardy. Hardy picks it up. Rolls to his right. Now finds man. Left side, Salye. Got to think about the clock. 5 seconds. Down to 4, 3. And the Saints will
Play by Hardy to keep the play going, but almost ran too much time off the clock and cost the Saints a chance for points here.
Salyer got the ball. To be honest with you, South Bow did a pretty good job of kind of holding up Salyer just to take a couple more seconds off. And Saints were right there with the sideline judge. Coach Cryer was saying timeout, 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 timeout. As soon as you blow that whistle, I want that timeout. So with the ball at the 12, now make it the 13. Looking at about a 30-yard field goal opportunity from the left hash for Michael Mack. 2 field goals already tonight. Perkle will be the holder. It will be the last play of the half. St. Louis Catholic trying to take advantage of yet another South Bow turnover. So barring a big block play here, Saints will look forward to hopefully putting the goose egg on the board for South Bow in the first half. Here's the kick from an angle. It's up and missed right. Just a bit to the right, so the Saints unable to capitalize on the turnover, but able to capitalize on a couple of them. 4 South Beauregard turnovers, and the Saints' stymie defense here on homecoming night have put the St. Louis Catholic Saints up 20-0 at the half. Ken and I will back. Second half action on the Landscape Management scoreboard. St. Louis Catholic leading 20-0. You're watching this KLOC Sports TV Game of the Week. And for your halftime entertainment, if you were watching, enjoy the band, folks.
on behalf of our principal, Deacon Christopher Fontenot, Deans of Students, Mr. Tony Johnson, and Eagle, Rector, Father Tony Fontenot, Chaplain, Father Jeff Sulkovich, and the faculty and staff, St. Louis Catholic High welcomes you tonight. Please direct your attention to the football field as we announce our homecoming. St. Louis Catholic presents freshman maid Caitlin Corville. Caitlin is the daughter of Ty and Denise Bourgeois and Kurt and Lindsay Corville. Caitlin attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. Caitlin's St. Louis activities include the basketball and softball team and Spanish club. Caitlin is being escorted tonight by her stepfather, Ty Bourgeois. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Caitlin Corville. St. Louis Catholic presents freshman maid Mary Catherine LeDoux. Mary Catherine is the daughter of Eric and Hope LeDoux and Garrett Lupton. Mary Catherine attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven Church. Mary Catherine's St. Louis activities include the Team, Earth Club, French Club, and Helping Hands Club. Mary Catherine is being escorted tonight by Garrett Lupton. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mary Catherine LeDoux. Please welcome sophomore maid Cecilia Benoit. Cecilia is the daughter of John and Colleen Benoit. Cecilia attends St. Martin de Porres Catholic Church. Cecilia's St. Louis activities include the Sweetheart Dance Line, Helping Hands, French Club, and Key Club. Cecilia has been escorted this evening by her father, John Benoit. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cecilia Benoit. Please welcome sophomore maid Haley Beth Kane. Haley Beth is the daughter of James and Angie Kane. Haley Beth attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. Haley Beth's St. Louis activities include the Sweetheart Dance Line, Spanish Club, Key Club, Food for Life, and Earth Club. Tonight is Haley Beth's 16th birthday. Haley Beth is being escorted this evening by her grandfather, Bertram Padilla. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Haley Beth Kane. St. Louis Catholic presents sophomore maid Avery Caraway. Avery is the daughter of Kelly and Denise Caraway. Avery attends St. John Bosco Catholic Church. Avery's St. Louis activities include the soccer, track, and swim teams, as well as Helping Hands, Students for Life, and the French Club. Avery is being escorted tonight by her father, Kelly Caraway. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Avery Caraway. Please welcome junior maid Miss Gina Angie. Gina is the daughter of Angie. Gina is a member of St. John Bosco Catholic Church. Gina's St. Louis activities include Students for Life, Helping Hands, Student Council, Ambassadors, and National Honor Society. Gina is being escorted this evening by her father, Sam Angie. Ladies and gentlemen, with Sam Angie. Please welcome junior maid Grace Helm. Grace is the daughter of Jeff and Danita Helm. Grace attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven National Honor Society. Council. Hands. Helm. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Grace Helm. St. Louis Catholic presents junior maid, daughter of David Kempstein. Club, Showfire, Ambassadors, welcome senior maid Juliana Kane. Juliana is the daughter of James and Angie Kane. Juliana attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. Juliana's St. Louis activities include Club, tennis team, cheerleading team, ambassadors, National Honor Society, the Trumpet newspaper, and book club. Juliana is being escorted this evening by her father, James Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Juliana Kane. Please welcome senior maid, Ms. Danielle Corbell. Danielle is the daughter of Kurt and Denise Bourgeois. Danielle is a member of Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. Danielle's St. Louis activities include Celebrate Team, Students for Life, Helping Hands, Ambassadors, National Honor Society, and Yearbook, where she currently serves as co-editor. After graduation, Danielle plans to attend McNeese State University and major in nursing. Danielle is being escorted this evening by her father, Kurt Corbell. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Danielle Corbell. Please welcome senior maid, Allie Crochet. Allie is the daughter of Shane and Beth Crochet. Allie attends Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. Allie's St. Louis activities include the varsity soccer team, Key Club, Library Society, Cross Country, and Student Council. National Honor Society, where she serves as secretary. Allie's been escorted this evening by her father, Shane Crochet. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Allie Crochet. Please welcome senior maid, Madison Dormo. Madison is the daughter of Daryl and Anissa Dormo. Madison attends the Cathedral of Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. Madison's St. Louis activities include Spanish Club, Helping Hands, Ambassadors, Art Club, Students for Life, and Yearbook, where she currently serves as co-editor. After graduation, Madison plans to attend the McNeese State University to major in early childhood education. Madison is being escorted this evening by her father, Daryl Dormo. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Madison Dormo. Please welcome senior maid, Kelsey Coffey. Kelsey is the daughter of Bunny and Tammy Coffey. Kelsey is a member of Christ the King Catholic Church. Kelsey's St. Louis activities include Helping Hands, Celebrate Team, National Honor Society, Ambassadors, Students for Life, and Yearbook, where she is currently serving as co-editor. After graduation, Kelsey plans to attend McNeese State University. Kelsey's been escorted this evening by her father, Buddy Coffey. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kelsey Coffey. Please welcome senior maid, Rhea Thompson. Rhea is the daughter of Roman and Monique Thompson. Rhea attends Christian Baptist Church. Rhea's St. Louis activities include track, student council, library society, ambassadors, helping hands, art club, earth club, celebrate team, and key club. After graduation, Rhea plans to attend a major university to work towards becoming a physical therapist. Rhea is being escorted this evening by her father, Roman Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Rhea Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 St. Louis Catholic High School homecoming court. To assist St. Louis Catholic Principal Deacon Christopher Fondo and Father Jeff Starkovich, chaplain of St. Louis Catholic, in crowning our 2015 homecoming queen, we welcome to the field the 2014 St. Louis Catholic High School homecoming queen, Miss Jasmine Noel Abel. Jasmine is the daughter of Lonnie and Tammy Abel. Jasmine attends McNeese State University, where she is majoring in mass communication with a concentration in broadcast journalism. Jasmine is also involved in 5 youth sororities. We will now crown our 2015 St. Louis Catholic point. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 February National Homecoming Tour. There's a reinforcement. That all of our homecoming activities this week. We'd like to invite all alumni to our alumni mass on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock at the St. Louis Commons. We'll also induct our 2015 Hall of Fame inductees. Have your attention, please. The Louisiana propane dealers have announced their winner of this week's prize giveaway. This week's winner is Howard Purple. Would Howard Purple please go to the Louisiana propane dealer's tent under the stand and pick up your free prize package, courtesy of the Louisiana propane dealers. Congratulations, Howard Purple.
Welcome to Big Daddy's. Have a seat anywhere.
Big Daddy's opens at 6 a.m. and serves home-style breakfast until 10 a.m. A daily plate lunch is offered, along with a full lunch and dinner menu, including the famous Big Daddy's hamburger. It also has po' boys, salads, seafood, steaks, frozen drinks, and much more. So stop in today at Big Daddy's Sports Grill, 1737 West Sale Road, in the Athletes Corner Plaza.
We're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our two stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
Do it yourself with help and have a professionally landscaped yard now. Landscape Management helps you create a beautiful outdoor area by drafting a custom landscape plan designed just for you. Simply purchase materials from their huge selection of top quality plants, trees, mulch, and stone at great prices. They will draw the bed lines and place the plants for you to ensure that your installation will look beautiful. Everything you'll need for a professionally landscaped yard, done by you with a little help from Landscape Management.
After World War II, veteran bomber pilot J.W. Stein returned to his Louisiana home and entered another fierce arena, the lumber business. Since then, J.W. has entrusted his 6 sons to carry out his dream of helping people build their dreams. From a single store, Stein has grown into Louisiana's largest home improvement center, combining innovation, selection, and service. All of this keeps us focused on the dream. Good thing, because we never know when old JW will drop by to check in on us.
KLOC TV and Media provides video services, including transfers, CD and DVD replication or duplication, CD and DVD printing and packaging, custom editing, and DVD authoring. Call 474-3300 with your video needs. KLOC TV and Media, your one-stop marketing solution. KLOC TV and Media.
You ready, Steve? right now by a score of 20-0, taking advantage of 2 of 4 South Beauregard turnovers in the first half. South Bow only getting across midfield one time. Interesting, this really not the game we were expecting coming in, but showing what South Bow showed toward the end of the half, you know they have something to go if they need to go to it late.
Yeah, Shea Holland, the running back for South Bow, who was injured last week, looked a little gimpy at the beginning of the game when he come in for one play. Came in those last few series and looked really good. The limp seemed to be gone and got warmed up, and the adrenaline gets flowing. And the thing that works in the Saints' favor with that is the long running plays. They run a lot of clock. I think that last drive was over 5 minutes, and
clock is really not on the side. Would like to see the Saints score on that last field goal, but did miss a field goal at the end to make it 20-0. Tonight, of course, homecoming here for St. Louis Catholic on this Thursday night, and tonight they honored the 1965 Landry Tigers Class 5A state championship football team.
50-year anniversary.
Golden anniversary from 1965. I wasn't born then, but there are a handful of names of the players that were represented here tonight that are recognizable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike Landry on there. Bill Broussard. Probably Tommy Tumanello was one. I didn't realize Tommy was on that. I know Tommy.
Yeah, Lynn Foray, Gerald Mesh, Jay LaFleur. And there was quite a few of those guys here tonight. I know a few of them are missing.
We saw a bunch tailgating in the corner of the parking lot when we first got here. We're wondering, hey, we thought they looked retired and maybe gave them credit for being the only ones who could get here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but they came in and tailgated.
And, you know, they got here early and took the baseball players' tailgate spot. So there's a little friction there. The baseball players moved down to the other side of the parking lot, but you know, we don't want to start a rumble out in the parking lot between the students and the state championship team.
St. Louis Catholic won the toss to start this game and decided to kick off, and they'll, to their advantage, I think, in a game like this, we'll start with the second half ball.
Yeah, once again, Saints need to sustain a drive, keep the defense off the field, keep the defense fresh.
Look how he's teeing that thing up. Interesting. The ball is flat on the 40-yard line, and they are huddled up. Now they break apart. You have to be ready right away for the onside kick as soon as that whistle blows.
Yeah, Salyer's up near the 20.
And this will be a pooch kick taken on a knee.
That was Williams.
Williams did the smart thing. Didn't try to return it. Make sure we got control of it. If it took the whole body to scoop it and keep it underneath you, we'll start right there. Not the worst field position they've had tonight.
You know, the way he had it on the tee, the ball's in like a flat spin. You know, that ball could hit and go anywhere if it hits the ground. So he did a good job of getting down on the ground, fielding it in the air, and just going to his knees and take the ball in good field position.
20-0 on the landscape management. That kickoff brought to you by Bentley's Country Club Auto Repair and Collision. Everything you need to keep your car on the road. Saints would like to send South Bow on the road, but start with a running play. Rodriguez will be unable to get anywhere, though. In fact, maybe lose a couple back to the 31 now. They said the 30-yard line on the field before the start of the coin flip tonight. High back. Hardy tried to shing it out, commit to the pin. White shirts and
bringing out the running. However, and Hardy's rolled out. It looks like he's got plenty of room on the outside.
St. Louis just 1 for 6 on third down conversions in the third quarter. In fact, 67 of their 88 yards offensively in the first half came on first down, interesting to note. If they don't pick up a whole lot in the first down, it's been tough to make it up against this 3-3 stack defense. On third and long, rolling to his right is Hardy. Looking downfield, has a man and caught by Belair.
Boy, great job for Belair to go up and lean back and grab the ball.
What a pass by Hardy. I mean, he had to feed that between two white shirts. There's about an 8-foot open space there, and he drops it in the bucket right into Bel Air's hands.
Put it where only Bel Air could catch it. And a big first down and into South Beauregard territory for the Saints.
Into South Beauregard territory. First down for the Saints. That is number 8 on the night. And this is Hardy again to throw. Looks downfield, up the seam. Finds Crawford. Oh, he had it, lost it. Did he hang on? Yes, he did.
Yeah. Bobbled it to himself, hung on to it with a man on his back, and he's going to be close to first down yardage.
Crawford's getting up there. Did not comparatively look at the stats. Going to have to take a check before next week's game, guys, because that was at least the third catch tonight for Crawford. And again, we were talking about how those yards come on first down. The Saints, so right there, they're ready to throw. It was just a hair shy. It'll be second down and of a football.
Well, Saints have had a little trouble on short yardage trying to go up the middle with it. Let's see if we get, let Hardy roll out and get out on the edge.
I like the way they've kind of changed things up offensively. And South Beauregard shows blitz. I think the center's head flinched just a bit.
Be on St. Louis.
That'll be the first penalty on St. Louis. 5 penalties, 40 yards in the first half against South Beauregard. That's the first penalty against the Saints. Move them back. Second down and about 6, 7. Has to be 6. That's Bel Air at the bottom of your screen. Oh, Hardy tripped as he came out of center. Keeps his balance. He'll run it. Tucks it at the 35-30 to the 20. Takes a slide and a good, smart play by the sophomore Hardy.
Yeah, I mentioned it a few times earlier. When he rolls out, he's got room on the corner. He didn't have a receiver, just tucked it and then did the smart thing, got on the ground. And that'll bring the Saints inside the 20.
I think, I know we have a catch by Kramer, by Bel Air. I think Washington has a catch. Crawford has Salye. 5 different receivers. I like the mixture. Rolling to his left. He's got some room if he decides to run. Now he's got to throw in the end zone to Crawford, incomplete.
Can't come up with it. I don't know if number 1 got a hand on it.
Just a hair shot.
Langley.
Yeah. Langley kind of cut in front of Crawford's vision as he went to the ground. I really thought Hardy was going to just go ahead and run it because he had a lot of open air, but I like the sophomore's unselfishness to try to punch it in the end zone.
Yeah, he had Crawford open. Threw a good pass and got it down low. Crawford went down to get it, but Langley was just there and, like I say, either blocked his vision or got a hand on it or both.
18-yard line for the second down and 10 play. 8:29, the landscape management scoreboard. Misdirection, nope, Hardy kept it, misdirected me, but we'll get dropped back to the 30-yard line. Make it the 31. Yeah. Maybe he should have handed it off to Salye because Salye had some open room.
Well, that was the first time tonight where we saw Hardy get into a situation where he couldn't spin out of as they had 2 or 3 Knights coming at him. And he was rolling to the short side of the field as well.
Over 4 minutes taken up on this drive.
Exactly what we want to see with a 20-point lead.
We would like to make it more than a 20-point lead. Going to be tough sledding on this third down play. Slant pattern, Bel Air too high.
Just a little too high. Led him just a bit too much.
Would have been nice. I don't know if Bel Air would have had the first down. It would have been inside the 20 and given Michael Mack a little easier opportunity at the field goal. This will be more toward a punt situation to put in the 20 in Louisiana high school.
Yeah, they're going to line it up.
You get to try the field goal. If he ends up in the end zone, it's a touchback anyway. So, line it up at the 38. It'll be a 48-yarder. Mack had the distance earlier on a 44-yarder. And it was good. waiting to snap. The kick is up. Yeah, he kicked that two-line drive-ish again. Didn't quite get the air under it that he would have liked, and kind of tried to knuckleball it. Didn't get quite enough. Almost a little too much wind resistance. If you were a baseball player, it'd be a good changeup.
Yeah. But unlike college and the pros, it's a touchback, and Southbow will get it on the 20.
7:39 on the landscape management scoreboard. 20-0 St. Louis. We saw Southbow with a pretty good drive before they coughed it up for their 4th time in the first half. With the ball for the first time here in the second half. Almost 4.5 minutes gone by on that drive. The clock becoming St. Louis's friend. The defense, if it can hold, but here's Holland. Holland gets outside Cotrera. Purgle's being held, no call.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was kind of expecting Purgle to be there because he's got that closing style speed. Interesting spot. It really looked like Holland had made it further up the sideline. He only made it about 12 yards. Does get the South Beauregard first down, though.
Yeah, that play was designed up the middle. Charlie had jumped down from his linebacker spot into more of a down lineman and kind of clogged up the middle, and Holland just broke it to the outside.
Clock is stopped at 7:32. Play clock is stopped. And
we're in timeout on Fox Sports.
You know what? Now, we'll go ahead and keep it. I want to talk a little bit about homecoming. Tonight, the homecoming court came out. Caitlin Corville was a freshman maid, the daughter of Ty and Deneen Bourgeois and Kurt and Lindsay Corville. Freshman maid Mary Catherine Ledoux. Sophomore maid Cecilia Benoit. Haley Beth Kane. By the way, happy 16th birthday. Another sophomore maid, Avery Caraway. We'll get to the juniors and seniors here for the end of the night. Let you know who the homecoming queen is. Fake pitch comes misdirection the other way and brought down just past the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's Fowler, who we've seen on the defensive side of the ball. Jenna Angie, Grace Helms, Madeline Stein, and Jasmine Weber were all the junior maids. Christian Bernard, Juliana Kane, Daniel Corville, Allie Crochet, Madison Darbone. A couple more and we'll be done with the senior court here. Handoff, this is Holland. Won't get the first down. Nice stop. Looked like Brookhouse, Brookhouse got a chip on him, and Angie brought down the rest. And it'll set up 3rd down and 5. Kelsey Kohnke and Rhea Thompson, all the senior maids. And we'll tell you who won homecoming court here in just a bit. It's a lot of people. I went to a small school. I think we had one of each.
Yeah, I did too.
Gunter, handoff Holland. Tries to get to the outside. Has to kind of back in. And a great job by Charlie on the outside to kind of force that inside where they were able to bring him down shy of a first down.
Yeah, I thought he was being held out there as well, but cut back and the pursuit caught up with Holland. Well, Holland puts his head down and bulls forward. He's a downhill runner.
Well, they will bring out the punter, Logan Savoy. Whether or not he punts or not with the ball in the 40, he's back to punt. Or is it? Nope, this is Gunter. Gunter under center, 4th down and 2.
The
Saints jumped on the hard count. Second penalty this half for 5 yards. Well, congratulations. Your 2015 homecoming queen is Rhea Thompson, who I understand is a fantastic shot putter and has continued to break records for St. Louis Catholic track and field throughout her career.
Yeah, she is. Congrats to her dad, Roman. I worked with Roman over at Phillips 66.
Okay, congrats. That's awesome.
Good friend of mine.
There's a handoff right side, and Fontenot got the handoff as a swing man to the right-hand side, and looks like he has a first down. 3rd one here of this drive. And
Looks
we
like
have
a
a
flag.
penalty.
Yeah, it's going back.
Penalty, holding
Holding.
on South Beauregard. So scratch the first down, tack on another 10 yards of penalties. That's a huge penalty for a team like South Beauregard, who's really only run the ball in 3 or 4 yard chunks.
Yeah, and once again, those 3 or 4 yard chunks, the clock's running and working in the Saints' favor as the third quarter's almost down to 5 minutes left.
On this first down and 15 play.
Oh, great job.
Delay draw. Holland doesn't even make it to Switzerland. In fact, maybe a half a yard loss on the play, and actually a couple yard loss back to the 37 is where they mark it.
Yeah, Brookhouse sniffed that one out well.
5 on the landscape management scoreboard. 20-0 St. Louis Catholic. It's the District 4-3A opener for both these squads. District play for the rest of the season. Back to pass Gunter. Has a man open on the long pass, incomplete. Downfield intended for Tylen Warden.
Coverage by Richard.
Warden had a step on him. Just got overthrown by Gunter, who they score some points. I mean, they can air it out if they can get a guy deep. But it sets up third down, and again, long here. Third down, the long 18. Crowd gets a little noisy. Gunter goes back to throw. 3-step drop. Has a man right side. Right there again, Richard, step for step. That was much better coverage.
Much better coverage.
Intended for Fontenot on the far side. And that'll set up fourth down.
Well, the big thing that happened here, Richard, is South Beauregard ate up a lot of clock.
3 minutes.
And had nothing to come away with.
3 minutes of time ticks off. Just 4:30 left on the landscape management scoreboard. Back to punt. Here comes the block party, and it forces maybe a wobbly punt. Mack takes it on a fair catch at the 32-yard line. St. Louis Catholic will start from there. Tonight's game brought to you by Big Daddy's Sports Bar and Grill, your local sports grill with the best burger in town. Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2 with 4:23 on the landscape management scoreboard. 20-0 St. Louis Catholic on the KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our two stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
St. Louis Catholic Saint football on KLOC this year, brought to you by Lake Charles Toyota, where we know you by name. And by Prime Cutlery, your specialty meat stop. Great po' boys, boudin, and a great butcher. See them today at Prime Cutlery over off of Country Club. Every time we do this broadcast, can't hardly go, I get hungry.
Food commercial.
The support makes down in 10. Roll on the snap, picks it up, and throw incomplete. Intended for Kramer. And just the athletic ability for Hardy to take the last 2 weeks, we've seen him take what could have been a real tragedy and turn it into a potentially positive play just by his athleticism.
Yeah, he had 3 receivers right there. I thought he had Rodriguez open underneath, too, and he went for Kramer. Kramer had a step and had position on the DB as well.
We're going to be on the Colby Rodriguez watch here tonight. We'll talk a little bit more about why. Doesn't have the potential high numbers rushing. Here's a handoff. Rodriguez, he could get a big one here. Breaks away at the 40, the 50. The 40, Fontenot finally slows him down inside the 35-yard line, and the delayed draw almost put him in the hands of a Knights defender, but he was able to break free for a big gain.
Well, it was that play where the Saints sell out everything to the right, and they just give it on Rodriguez on the draw, going back left. Beat one man on the corner, and he had plenty of room.
If I'm Hardy, I'm having a quick conversation with my center. That's the second time the ball guy rolled back to him, second time in a row.
Well, a new center in the game for the Saints, and the young man's working hard, and it'll come around. He's doing a good job in there. He's got big Cutter Fawson right in front of him. Fawson goes about 6'2", 230, 240 maybe.
Although the broken plays have worked well the last 2 weeks. Here's a pass to Kramer. Right there, nice defense, but Kramer made the catch at the 21-yard line. We've talked about Fowler all night, and he's been right on top of Kramer, but Kramer used his body to cradle that ball.
That was just one of those that looked like they both got their hands on it, and Kramer just used his body and just wrestled it away from him and picked up the first down. Saints almost in the red zone.
Fourth first down this half for the Saints.
And more importantly, the clock continues to run.
3:52 and counting down the third quarter. Hardy in the shotgun. Looks to throw deep. Belair fell down and lost a step, tripped over the 10-yard line and lost his footing just a hair, but otherwise he may have been there.
Belair trying to make the double move and just slipped on the cut.
So he'll be back at the 21, second down and 10. Rodriguez with 2 touchdowns tonight. Moves him to 6th all-time in scoring. In points for the Saints now with 172. Passes Aaron Viney tonight. Here's Rodriguez. Nowhere to go. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It'll be third down and 10.
Yeah, the handoff was kind of strange. It looked like Rodriguez was supposed to go to the right side of Hardy to take the handoff and maybe go to the right and cut it back.
We were looking at that scoring list. Ken Argo, a few names on there of people that we either know or we played against or played with. And, Byron Woods is next at 174.
And then I think Paul Debatez is back, a good running back in the 80s. His dad was coaching McNeese for many years.
Number 2 on that list. Third down and 10. Here's Rodriguez on the light draw. Has a hole to the 15, to the 10. And another St. Louis Catholic first down and goal from the 9.
Boy, you see Hardy on the replay did a great job of selling out the pass. As, you know, the Saints have come out throwing the ball a lot and kind of changed the defense for South Bow, and it's starting to open up the run and the draw.
Today's replay brought to you by Big Danny's Sports Bar and Grill, your local sports grill with the best burger in town. Back talking about food again. Saints looking hungry to get into the end zone as well as the clock ticks under 2.5. Here in the first quarter, looking to take a 4-score lead. Hardy, flip around that play here. He likes to fake the direction one way to Sallier, spin around, but I'll tell you what, he has to be careful. Crawford, the intended receiver, or was that Kramer on the far side, the intended receiver? But South Bow saw that play on film from last week.
Well, it was intended for Kramer, but I think as Hardy went to release the ball, number 85 for South Beauregard, looked like Taj Pelt hit Hardy in the arm and made the pass go low to Kramer.
I was going to say, careful only because that was a no-look pass, and there were a whole lot of white shirts over there that weren't there last week when the Saints ran that play. 5-yard penalty on the Saints. That'll hurt on this second down and goal. Back it up to the 14. Third 5-yard penalty this half for 15 yards.
Williams comes in for Sallier.
Timeout on the field. What does the referee? Wow. Maybe they just started the clock. I don't know. He was waving his arms. It looked like timeout fashion. Maybe just making sure that 25-second clock started. Down under 10. Down to 5. Hardy pitch right side for Rodriguez. Has some space. Nice block downfield. Kramer, but I think the Saints are going to get called for a penalty. Was there a potential block?
There's 2 flags
that
on
went
the field.
awry. Yep. Both of them on the near side of the field near the 12.
Richard, I didn't see who it was on.
It wasn't on Kramer. Kramer had a nice steal block. I think it came from more the interior block when Colby was trying to get to the outside. 2:08 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Saints lead 20-0. You'd hate to see the Saints get down this deep and not score again.
Yeah,
that'd be about 3 times now they have been unable to do that.
They were down inside the 10, had first and goal from the 9.
Kramer at the top of your screen. That's Parker Belair down low. Looking to throw Hardy. Screen pass. Caught by Sallier. Dropped for a loss to about the 27-yard line. Saints went nowhere but backwards after getting inside the 9-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and long now. I was about to say before that play, we don't need to get it all back in one play. It was 2nd down. We didn't need to go backwards.
Didn't mind the play call. Just very good defense and good discipline by the South Bow defender. Play clock is down to 5. 2-1 on 3rd down. Fumble on the play and a penalty as well. The Saints get it off. Somebody moved. They were looking at the play clock before the snap, and another 5-yard penalty. Got nothing but backwards. Back to the 31.5-yard line. With 1:06 to play. In the 3rd quarter, Saints 20, South Beauregard nothing. If anything, though, the Saints have taken control of the clock here in the 3rd quarter. You just don't want to give South Bow too many chances. They seem like the type of team that can get momentum and get it quick. Hand off Rodriguez. Cuts off left side.
That's going to get a few yards back from Mack to attempt another field goal.
Mack did get a 44-yarder punch through, knuckleball style earlier. Needs this one to get into the end zone and similar distance, looking at about a 43-yard field goal from the left hash. Was wide right on his last attempt. The kick is up. Ooh, just got the distance. This is true for a field goal. Michael Mack tacks on another field goal. A 44 and a 43-yarder here tonight and puts St. Louis Catholic up 23-0 on the Landscape Management scoreboard. Final 7 seconds of the quarter yet to play. We'll be back on the St. Louis Catholic Saints broadcast for KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Media provides video services, including transfers, CD and DVD replication or duplication, CD and DVD printing and packaging, custom editing, and DVD authoring. Call 474-3300 with your video needs. KLOC TV and Media, your one-stop marketing solution. KLOC TV and Media.
Michael Mack, who I said second, he's punched in 3 field goals tonight. From 37, 44, and 43. And now on this Bentley's Country Club Auto Repair and Collision kickoff, taken at the 9-yard line. Fontenot takes it. Good coverage. Oh, broke the tackle to 20 and is shellacked by Reddick around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, looked like Reddick was the first one to get to him, and then maybe Duhan.
So, not a bad return, and the clock expires to end the quarter. So, St. Louis Catholic has the ball quite a bit, gets 3 points out of it, leads by at least 3 scores, and 1 more quarter yet to play. Landscape Management scoreboard has St. Louis Catholic 23, South Bow 0. You're watching St. Louis Catholic High Football here for our KLOC Sports TV Game of the Week.
After World War II, veteran bomber pilot J.W. Stein returned to his Louisiana home and entered another fierce arena, the lumber business. Since then, J.W. has entrusted his 6 sons to carry out his dream of helping people build their dreams. From a single store, Stein has grown into Louisiana's largest home improvement center, combining innovation, selection, and service. All of this keeps us focused on the dream. Good thing, because we never know when old JW will drop by to check in on us.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our 2 stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford. Hi.
St. Louis Catholic Saint football tonight brought to you by Stein Home Improvement. Everything for your home and yard. Michael Mack has gone yard 3 times tonight, 37 yards, 44 yards, 43 yards. St. Louis Catholic with a couple of Colby Rodriguez touchdowns lead 23-0. 12 more minutes away for St. Louis Catholic to try to seal this one up, Ken Artigo.
Yeah, and South Beauregard's got one of these ground running games that eats a lot of clock as well. They're going to have to score quickly. The field goal was big because that makes it a 3 scores and 3 2-point conversions now for South Beauregard.
Here's a pass left side on the screen intended for Fontenot. Was that picked up out of the air to hit the ground first? Incomplete.
They're going to say it's incomplete. That was close to being a lateral.
Catrera landed on it. It was in and out of the hands of Fontenot, who I don't think was expecting the ball that quickly.
Yeah, Catrera did a good job. Good heads-up play to go jump on the ball just in case it was called a lateral.
On the 23-yard line, St. Louis Catholic playing their game here Thursday. Also was broadcast live tonight. My buddy Lynn Rollins down there for Cox Sports Television. Saw him last Saturday at Nichols. Here's a handoff. This is Holland. Holland ahead for a good 5 yards. See him here tonight.
Oh, a late flag, too.
As Catrera comes up
after the play.
Big Gimpy again.
Well, Catrera did a good job of staying home, but and they're going to say it's a late face mask against St. Louis.
That one did come in late. It was a pickup of 6. Right. Here's Holland. He'll blow it up the middle, finally get brought down.
Yeah, Holland just lowers his shoulders and just bulls forward.
Kyle Duhan in there on the play. Haven't seen much of Duhan, but give him the props on the tackle.
Yeah, Duhan came in for Contreras. Contreras down on just stood up off the bench, and they're working out some kinks in that right leg.
And off a big Gimpy. Gain of 8 for Holland, who continues to pound through the line. Why not? Try it again. He'll get the first down over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Lots of high school football going on tomorrow night. Our duties tonight keeping us away from the Astros-Kansas City game. And Astros were leading 4-2 the last score we saw. How about them Astros?
Astros are a little ahead of the schedule. They, very young team. They were looking forward to next year in 2017 as being their years.
There's a pass left side, incomplete. Looking for Hedrick, who did have a catch earlier tonight. Big tight end, just couldn't quite get there. Perkle there ready to light him up if he would have caught it. And we may see South Bow go to the air quite a bit here in the fourth quarter.
We don't have height and weight on those kids, but I would venture to say that guy had twice Perkle's weight. That is a big tight end.
Hadwick is a big boy. St. Louis Catholic leads the series 7-1. This is the 9th time they played. They only lost 2 years ago here on Cougar Field. There is Holland, who stuck that head down. That's kind of scary. He kind of bowled over Angie. Kind of the way he sticks his head down. I know in the state of Washington they had 2 neck injuries last week. One young man passed away, and that's kind of scary when you see your big full the halfback stick his head down like that.
Yeah, he does it every play. Once he breaks the line of scrimmage, he's just falling forward. Head and shoulders are down.
23-0 Saints. Back to pass, Gunter. Finds his man left side. That is Fowler. Fowler gets hit at the 45, knocked down to the 43. And the Saints just couldn't quite hold Fowler up enough to keep him behind the chains. That will be another South Bow first down. Duhan in there on the play. We talked about Westlake going to Iowa tomorrow. Iota hosts Jennings. Those are all the games going on in our District 4 3A tomorrow. Kinder is at Vinton. That should be interesting.
Contreras back out on the field for the Saints.
So is Levi for a linebacker. Here's Holland. And you just get the idea that you get enough of Mr. Holland, he wears you down. You need to have the bodies that can come in this part of the game, because this is where South Bow has found a way to get back into games that they've been behind in.
This style just takes so much time off the clock. You're down 3 scores.
9:40 on the clock. Probably the best drive tonight. Gunter back to pass. Swing pass left side Holland. Levi with the tackle, getting a little help being tripped up by Michael Mack. Around the 35, forward progress to the 31, and another South Bow first down. Third first down here on the drive. To the 31. Right now, that clock can't go fast enough if you're a St. Louis Catholic Saints fan.
I keep looking at it.
Ken can't keep from looking at it. Here's a fake. Oh, they've completely faked it out. The pad to Fowler. Reddick will fall down, and Perkle finally knocks Gunter out at the 13.5-yard line. Totally confounded the front defensive line of the Saints, and Gunter picks up probably his best rushing yardage of the night. And the Knights to the 13, and a timeout. St. Louis Catholic wisely wants to think about it. Knights in the red zone for the first time tonight. A check of the landscape management scoreboard. Still St. Louis Catholic 23, Knights nothing. Fourth quarter action with 9:08 to play on this KLOC TV Game of the Week.
Welcome to Big Daddy's. Have a seat anywhere.
Big Daddy's opens at 6 a.m. and serves home-style breakfast until 10 a.m. A daily plate lunch is offered, along with a full lunch and dinner menu, including the famous Big Daddy's hamburger. Big Daddy's also has po' boys, salads, seafood, steaks, frozen drinks, and much more. So stop in today at Big Daddy's Sports Grill, 1737 West Sale Road, in the Athletes Corner Plaza.
St. Louis Catholic State football brought to you tonight by Tarver Ford. Give us a chance to earn your business. St. Louis Catholic taking that timeout, Ken, just because it kept going backwards. So best drive of the night so far for South Beauregard, and they've hung on to the football.
Yeah, in the first half we saw South Beauregard have a tough time holding on to it with the 4 turnovers.
9:08 on the landscape management scoreboard. 23-0 St. Louis Catholic. Looking to go 3-3 if they can get the victory. More importantly, you're taking on a South Bow team that you're talking about the Saints with the 16 power points before they kicked off. South Bow is taking out 4 4A opponents. Here's Holland.
And South Bow comes in ranked number 1 in 3A. In the power ratings.
How helpful would that be? Your playoff chances. Maybe you want to have to play University Lab in week 1. A lot of season left to go, folks. A lot of game left to go. 8:45. Gunter under center, tight formation. They will hand it off to Fonno. Fonno will get close to the end zone, either have a hold or a face mask.
Yeah, look like I think we may have a hold on number 88, the tight end.
He does look guilty, doesn't he?
He's got his hands on his hip and he threw his head back. So
Holding is the call. Nice eyes, Kent. 6 penalties, 60 yards tonight. There's 7 penalties now, 60 yards. And that helps because it takes more time off the clock. Duhan comes off, Reddick back in. You get the idea that this drive is kind of wearing the Saints down a bit, though. Very important to come out and get something going offensively when the Saints get the ball back, regardless whether South Bowl scores or not. Gunter in the shotgun for one of the rare times tonight. Now looking to throw. Levi back there, throws him down at the 29-yard line.
We got a flag on the field at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is.
Well, if it's... I'd rather have the sack. If somebody lined up on the wrong side of the ball, that's one thing. But I'd rather...
Coach Cryer's saying decline it. Illegal procedure against South Bow. They'll take the play.
Either not enough men on the line of scrimmage would be my guess. And they will take the Levi's sack, throwing Gunter back to the 26-yard line. I thought it was a little further back than that, but they gave him forward progress, I guess. Although if you let him go, he's just going to go forward. I don't know how that works. It's not like you threw him back 3 yards.
Right.
Under 8 on the landscape management scoreboard. 3rd down and long. Back to pass country. Throws it up the middle. Michael Mack there. So Perkle. Interception, Perkle. Not the best pass by Gunter.
No, Gunter just hung it up. And
looks like Fontenot
had Perkle and Mack running together like they were guarding each other. And Perkle makes the grab, goes down in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And that'll give Saints the ball in under 8 minutes.
And the 5th turnover tonight for South Beauregard. And I believe we're going to have a 1st down and 10. Are we going to take a timeout? Got the red hat in the field. Let's take it. 7:44 on the landscape management scoreboard. Saints with the football and a 23-0 lead on this KLOC TV game of the week.
Provides video services, including transfers, CD and DVD replication or duplication, CD and DVD printing and packaging, custom editing, and DVD authoring. Call 474-3300 with your video needs. KLOC TV and Media, your one-stop marketing solution.
My name is Dylan Berlin here at Bentley's Collision. I'm a St. Louis alumni. I was a running back in 2011. I want to invite my whole St. Louis family down here to see us. Fixing cars is what we do, but keeping you on the road and keeping your family safe is what we care about. Here at Bentley's, we do it all. The only thing we do not do is put gas in your car.
At Bentley's Auto Collision and Storage, you'll find highly skilled.
1st down and 10. St. Louis Catholic with a 23-0 lead after the Perkle interception. The 5th turnover tonight by the South Beauregard Knights. We're going to see a whole lot of running, Ken, and right there's Rodriguez to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to see some clock management here and let the clock run down. But the Saints,
still got to get a couple first downs.
Need to pick up a few first downs and run some clock.
Contreras still being worked on. Been a rough night. He's had to handle a little bit of Shane Holland tonight.
I'm not sure what's going on with those trainers blocking the vision from the fans.
Charlie Horse in the place to yes. Again, handoff. Oop, lost the football. Somehow, luckily, got it back.
Rodriguez got it back.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 here.
Seen that before when it's a. Don't necessarily want to take them too far away from the field. But you don't necessarily need the fans to see everything you do medically on the sidelines either. We'll just leave it at that. So, 3rd down and 10.
Contreras fastening his belt back
up.
I
was going to mention that. 3rd down. Rolls out, looks right. Throws, finds a receiver for the first time tonight. That's another different receiver. That's
Patrick
Laverne.
Laverne.
Yep.
Well, he's going to be just short, though.
Yeah, but a positive play. Maybe not the time that you wanted to take off the clock. You punt it here. Here comes Michael Mack. But you don't punt it until there's like 1 on the play clock. Clock will continue to tick under 6 minutes. Yeah, we trade the water breaks for the pink, like we talked about last week. And now a timeout, St. Louis Catholic. Interesting. That's their second timeout of the half. Charlie Cryer a little frustrated.
I'm not sure they wanted to do that, but they were a little late getting the punt unit out onto the field.
We're talking about some of the high school football action going on Friday. Of course, by the time we watch the replay, some of that will be over. But baseball going on tonight. Talked about the football games. Lake Charles College Prep is at Elton. Maryville hosting South Cameron. Hamilton Christian could play tomorrow night if they had a home game, but they are at Elbelin tomorrow in Class 4-1A action.
Yeah, East Bo's leading Grand Lake 30-14.
That was 30-14. The Jackets, they're Grand Lake. At Elton tonight. Kinder at Vinton in 2A action. Lake Arthur at Mamou.
It's a final. Elton 40, Lake Charles College Prep 14.
Lake Charles Prep with 14 points. Like that. Building program. And that's not necessarily the easiest of districts to start in either.
No, it's not. You know, Hamilton is on the rise. South Cameron's scoring points and won a few games. Mark Delaney's doing a good job trying to rebuild that program.
Grand Lake doing a decent job building their program up. A couple years now, and LHSAA.
Yeah, they've got Coach Jody Laverne, formerly at Lake Arthur, and he's originally from Cameron Parish as well. So
nice punt by Michael Mack. Fontenot calls, drops it on his leg, and again a turnover. Second blown punt by Fontenot tonight. And who got on it? That was Perkle?
That was Perkle. Wow, you know, every break is on St. Louis's way. He tried to one-hand that ball off the bounce when, Mack punts it so high. St. Louis has the great coverage. He gives them so much time to get down there. You can't do that.
Under center and more of a time factor here. Sallier, the freshman, ahead to the 25-yard line. You're guaranteed to at least take a minute and a half off of this thing.
Yeah, and we're getting close to the 5-minute mark with St. Louis up by 3 scores. A couple first downs here, and that'll put the game away. There just won't be enough time for South Bow to score and get the ball back 3 times.
I know you don't have one at home anymore, but any interesting homecoming stories this week?
I've been out of the loop.
You've been out of the loop.
Just
right.
Completely out of the loop.
I'm sure there are. There's a hard count by Hardy. Offsides on South Beauregard. Yours is getting to watch a free football game.
Well,
not free, but unexpectedly free.
Unexpected football game, yeah. As South Carolina Gamecocks going to make their way to Baton Rouge this weekend. I saw all the proceeds from the ticket sales after expenses are going to go to the Gamecocks since it is their home game. Saw that the Tiger Band is learning
the South Carolina
alma mater.
Going to do their pregame warm-up and everything. That's kind of neat. Southern hospitality. Here's Rodriguez. Pitch left side. Somehow ekes his way inside the 20. Goes out of bounds probably to the disarray of football fans who want to see that clock tick down.
Mainly Coach Cryer.
Yeah, if you have any football knowledge or coaching, that just drives you crazy. But the good news is he did get it down about a yard away, and if you get a first down, that just leaves even more time. They did not stop the clock.
No, they didn't. I thought sure they were going to call him out of bounds.
Interesting.
Well, it worked out
I'm
in our
sorry,
favor.
Mr. Rodriguez. It's like getting slapped on the hand for nothing. Rodriguez gets it right side. We'll have the first down. Will he stay in bounds? Yes, he will.
We got a flag.
But we got a holding.
In the area of holding, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I thought Rodriguez had a hole to cut it back, and he just kept trying to string it out. Yep.
Fondo with the stop at the 10-yard line, but this will back it up. It'd be interesting where they put this. If it's backed up 10 yards from the spot, the foul would be at the 20 and still be third down at about 4 or 5. Third down and 5 is who I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, it's going to be from the 20. So, yeah, we still have third down and manageable.
Now 21. So third down and 5 short. 6. 3:28 on the landscape management scoreboard. Belair, the receiver, down here. Be surprised if they throw it, though. Hard count by Hardy. Up, he will throw it. Rolling one way. Screen pass. Off on Salye. Salye open in the middle. To the 10. Inside the 10. And basically trips over a defender and got the first down.
Yeah, Belair comes in to try to throw a block, and looked like the South Beauregard defender kind of fell down on the cut, and Belair blocked Salye. But not before we pick up the first down, and the clock continues to run.
Well, the cowbells are ringing here at Killen Field, Cougar Stadium. Ward 3, whatever we're calling it these days. Saints home field so far, and enjoying home field advantage in a 23-0 lead. First and goal. Handoff. Salye, hang on to it, son. That arm got stripped back a bit and made him a little nervous.
He's pulling it off his hip. He's going to pick up a few yards.
Yeah, got down inside about the 6, and we have an injury timeout. We'll take our final timeout of the game. St. Louis Catholic knocking on the door, trying to close the coffin here on South Beauregard, leading 23-0 on this KLOC Game of the Week.
It yourself with help and have a professionally landscaped yard now. Landscape Management helps you create a beautiful outdoor area by drafting a custom landscape plan designed just for you. Simply purchase materials from their huge selection of top quality plants, trees, mulch, and stone at great prices. They will draw the bed lines and place the plants for you to ensure that your installation will look beautiful. Everything you'll need for a professionally landscaped yard, done by you with a little help from Landscape Management.
Cutler Fossen, name we've said a couple of times tonight defensively for South Bow, comes off the field, second down and goal at the 6, and rolling to his right. Hardy has a man and finds Crawford in the end zone for a touchdown. I thought he had a couple of options, kind of threw it a little bit behind Crawford, who did a good job of cradling his body around it, and touchdown St. Louis Catholic.
Yeah, Hardy's had Crawford open on that play all night long.
Well, another touchdown pass to sophomore now with 4 on the season. And the Saints just about closed this one out. Here's Michael Mack's kick. It is up. It is good. St. Louis Catholic now leads 30-0 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the scoreboard. Well, Ken, getting ready to head off next week. Saints look like they may be 3-3, 1-0 in district play.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm surprised that the Saints are winning, but I'm certainly shocked in the manner in which they're winning.
Yes.
Not only the way the Saints offense has played, the way the defense has played, but the fact that South Beauregard has just handed us the victory with the 5 turnovers. And, you know, Michael Mack missed 2 field goals. It could easily be 36. He kicked 5 field goals tonight. If we'd have converted those into touchdowns, this would be a massacre.
A huge surprise against the #1 power ranked 3A team in the state.
But what a great showing for the Saints on statewide TV,
Yep.
on Fox Sports, and of course our coverage for you folks watching us and the family members that are watching from out of state.
Big booming kick on the Bentley's Auto Collision kickoff into the end zone. Well, your replay sponsor, Big Daddy's Sports Bar and Grill, your local sports grill with the best burger in town. But I understand burger-wise, Iowa's is a close second, huh? Were you guys talking about stadium food?
Yeah.
You guys liked Iowa, didn't you?
Iowa was good. A couple years ago.
You had a little contest going on.
Iota took the honors. Of course, Iota will be coming here this year, so I on our trip of cities is going to be Iowa this year, and I will certainly test that out.
Our eating at the pass to Fondo gets out of bounds. The food discussions that we have before every broadcast, Jerry Chilson, Steve and Danny Eccles and myself, Ken is the leader. I just got to tell you, I have a palate that has. I'm not picky. My diabetic diet includes me being picky. Here's Gunter being chased out of the pocket. Jim Step across the line of scrimmage. Not a bad play by Gunter.
Yeah,
had nowhere to go and kills the clock with 2:17.
Outside the tackle boxes, just throw it past the line of scrimmage.
We do want to say thank you to whoever brought the courtesy food to the second floor tonight. Because I went down there and enjoyed that. I don't know who it was for.
I made a little pass down there.
You made a pass? Rolling to his right, Gunter. Gets past Levi. Throw deep. Had Fondo. Mack will. I thought he went out of bounds, and then he fumbles it. Fondo had it and fumbled it.
Yeah.
Probably had a sure touchdown. I really thought his foot. You see the coaches kind of pointing over there, too, near the 34-yard line where they thought he went out of bounds. Might check that out on that Big Daddy Sports Bar and Grill replay. Okay, defense. We've had some fun. It's time for you to bolster down and keep that goose egg on the board. Do not let this one get away. You knew South Bowl wasn't going to just stop. There's Levi jumping in the air. Gunter decides to run. Gets wrestled down. Whittington in the group down there to stop him inside the 10. They can get a first down. Under 2 minutes to play there and hurry up Mo down. The chances are few, but they do want to at least say, hey, we scored. Gunter looking left. Throwing left. I think Levi may got a hand on it.
Yeah, it looked like a
little wobble after.
Got a little wobble after it went past him and into the ground.
Fontenot was the intended receiver.
You know, when you roll out and you turn and look for your receiver and you have Levi coming at you, that's a daunting task to try to get that ball thrown around him.
Contreras still on the sidelines. We have not seen him go. Actually, did we?
He went back in and tried it, and then it came back. And, game in hand, you might as well rest him and try to get him healthy.
Saints fans cheering on their defense. Here's Holland. Holland tries to do what he does best and blows ahead for a first down to the 2-yard line. 93 seconds left in this one. Off comes Charlie.
Johnson returns to the game.
Win or not, there are going to be some bruises on that St. Louis Catholic side tomorrow. Here's the handoff to Holland. He put his head down, gets the first touchdown for South Beauregard tonight. Amazing what happens when you don't turn the ball over in your own end.
Yeah, South Bow will avoid the shutout. And they're going to go for 2, I'm sure.
2-yard touchdown run by Shane Holland. So South Bow on the board. Now down 30-6. And you know, as well as St. Louis Catholic has played tonight, somebody's going to be talked to about that. Here's a handoff. This time it goes nowhere. Angie Johnson, Whittington, and Brookhouse all there to help stop Mr. Holland blowing up the middle. So PAT is no good. 30-6 is now your score. And you would expect an onside kick. Pat Neck out there with the good hands folks to make sure that whatever happens here in the final 1:23 to play. At Iowa next week, they will play Westlake. And again, we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast between South Bowl, Iowa, St. Louis Catholic, Jennings, a lot of points. It's going to be a fun season.
Absolutely, Richard. Last week and tonight.
I like the turnovers that have been created. One more congratulations out tonight to Rhea Thompson, the 2015 homecoming queen. And I'm sure the 1965 championship Landry's Tigers are excited to see what happened here tonight. There's just a pooch kick up the middle. Perkle with good hands stops at the 33-yard line. I would be surprised if South Bow took their timeouts. Is this one of those you got on the board and you just concede, hey, I gave up 5 turnovers, we didn't deserve to win this game?
Yeah, I would think so at this point. Just
St. Louis Catholic has used 2 timeouts. Does have 1 remaining. But good feelings all around for the fans here tonight. Another great turnout for St. Louis Catholic Saint football. Very quiet on the opposite side. No returning to Beauregard Parish tonight. 5-1 victory formation for the Saints. Trying to bring in Sallier so he's close to the line of scrimmage in case somebody pushes back. This is when interesting things can happen, but South Bow shows a lot of good sportsmanship. And, you know, if you're Dwight Hudler, you get some things to work on. And obviously, there is no perfect game in the coach's mind. But to get 5 turnovers, and I know we talked earlier, the Saints would have liked to turn that into more points, but you got to be happy with the performance on both sides of the ball and special teams tonight.
Absolutely. You know, if you look at the stats, Shea Holland is one of the best in Southwest Louisiana, and he's going to get his yards. But the Saints have did a good job of keeping him out of the end zone, forcing a turnover when they needed it, and just all around good game by the Saints.
Hardy does the wise thing, waits for the clock to tick under 0. It is 3rd down. I think they're going to have to run one more play. Nope, that should be it. Teams are lining up, getting ready to meet at midfield. And this has been a fun one. Coach Cryer celebrates with his coaching staff to our right. And the St. Louis Catholic Saints have taken a 30-6 victory, have won 2 games in a row now, have beaten South Beauregard 2 games in a row, and get ready for an exciting one next week at Iowa.
Yeah, man, puts the Saints in the driver's seat for the district championship. You know, you say it don't mean anything because we're in the select division, but those kids want that patch for their jacket that says District 4-3A champion.
And with this year's competitiveness, that would be saying a lot. Well, for Ken Artigo, I'm Richard Dow. It's been a pleasure working with Steve and Danny Eccles, Jerry Chelson on the cameras. Yeah, it was probably the more biased television broadcast of the night, but we're excited to bring it to you. Your final score on the Landscape Management scoreboard. St. Louis Catholic 30, South Beauregard 6. Thank you for watching tonight's KLOC TV Sports Game of the Week.